Does she actually care, or am I just the person who fills the bowl? If you've asked yourself that question, you're not alone. For years, cats have been unfairly labeled as aloof, independent to the point of indifference, and motivated solely by food. But science, and a closer look at feline behavior, tells a very different story. The truth is, your cat doesn't just tolerate you, she loves you. She's been showing you for years. You just didn't know what you were looking at. Here are the secret ways your cat says, "I love you," the behaviors that serve as her unique love language. The back turn, the highest compliment. It's late. You're on the couch, scrolling through your phone or watching television. Your cat jumps up, finds a spot near you, and then does something that feels dismissive. She turns her back to you. She faces the opposite direction, closes her eyes, and settles in. Most people read this as, "She's ignoring me again." Classic cat behavior, right? Wrong. In the feline world, the back is the most vulnerable spot on the body. In the wild, predators strike from behind. A cat will never show her back to a stranger or someone she doesn't fully trust. She will always keep them in her sightline. So when your cat turns her back to you, closes her eyes, and exposes her spine, she's doing something remarkable. She is communicating without a single sound that nothing bad can happen to her while you are there. She isn't ignoring you. She is telling you that you are her safe place. That is not indifference. That is the highest compliment a cat knows how to give. The body block. An invitation, not an obstacle. You stand up to go to the kitchen. Somehow your cat is already underfoot, sprawled across the floor like she owns the place. You step over her. She moves just enough to be in your way again. You try to get to the bathroom, and magically, she got there first. This is not clumsiness. This is not a coincidence. It's called a body block, and it is a deliberate act of connection. A 2017 study published in Behavioral Processes by researcher Kristen Vital-Shreve found that when cats were given a choice between food, toys, and human interaction, the majority chose the person. Your cat doesn't just want something from you, she wants you. The body block is her way of creating a forced pause. It is a small interruption that says, "Before you go wherever you're going, give me 1 second." Notice who she does this to. She walks right past house guests, delivery drivers, and relatives she sees twice a year without a second thought. But you? She stops you every single time because she knows you'll respond. You'll say her name, laugh, or reach down. That small exchange is exactly what she was after. It's not an obstacle. It's an invitation to connect. The shadow. You are her security blanket. If your cat follows you from room, to the kitchen, to the laundry room, to the bathroom while you shower, it is easy to assume she's just hoping for food. But what about when she follows you to the home office and settles down to stare at you while you check your email? What about when she relocates to the bedroom just because you did? This behavior convinced researchers at Oregon State University that cats are not the aloof creatures popular culture makes them out to be. Their 2019 study found that cats use their owners as what is called a secure base. It's the same psychological term used to describe how infants use their parents as an anchor while exploring the world. When you are present, your cat is calmer, more curious, and more herself. When you leave, that changes. The following isn't about food, it's about proximity to the one thing in her environment that makes everything feel okay. She doesn't follow the neighbors, she follows you, quietly, consistently, without asking for anything in return. That is the whole point. If you want to deepen your bond with your cat and never miss videos like these, subscribe to my channel. We'll help you understand your cat's secret language. The slow approach, emotional intuition. This one is easy to miss because it doesn't look like much. You've had a rough day. You're sitting quietly, staring at nothing, just tired. Your cat, who has been across the room minding her own business, slowly gets up, walks over, and settles next to you. She didn't do this an hour ago when you were fine. She did it now. That is not a coincidence. A 2015 study from Indiana University found that people who regularly interact with cats show measurably lower levels of stress. But the researchers also noted that cats are remarkably tuned to human emotional states. They read posture, stillness, and the small shifts that most humans wouldn't consciously notice. Your cat is not psychic, but she is paying attention. The slow approach, quiet, unprompted, perfectly timed, is her way of saying, "I noticed, I'm here." She didn't come over to be fed or played with. She came because something in the room shifted, and she knows exactly where you are in all of it. The scratch theater, tagging you as hers. When your cat sprints to the couch, makes deliberate eye contact with you, and begins scratching long, dramatic strokes, you might think she is destroying your furniture out of spite. She is not. Cats scratch for 3 reasons: to stretch, to wear down their claws, and to mark territory. Embedded in their paw pads are scent glands. When she scratches, she is leaving her invisible scent behind. When she does this directly in front of you while looking at you, she is making a statement. She is saying, this space is mine and you are part of it. You aren't just tolerated in her territory, you are included in it. She is tagging you into her world like a fuzzy, dramatic graffiti artist. The eye contact is the tell. She wants you to witness the announcement. She wants you to know that you belong to her just as much as you belong to her. The slow blink, and I love you in silence. You glance over at your cat, and she's looking at you. But it's not a stare. A stare in the feline world is a challenge, a threat assessment. This is different. Her eyes are soft, her body is relaxed, and then, very deliberately, she closes her eyes for a long, slow moment before opening them again. If you're lucky, she might do it twice. What you just witnessed is the feline equivalent of saying, I love you. In the animal kingdom, closing your eyes in front of another creature is an act of supreme vulnerability. You are voluntarily rendering yourself defenseless. When your cat slow blinks at you, she is communicating that she feels completely safe in your presence. She is showing you that she has no fear of you, no need to watch you for danger. It is trust made visible. Researchers have actually studied this phenomenon. A 2020 study published in Scientific Reports found that cats are more likely to slow blink at humans who slow blink back at them, suggesting that this behavior is a form of communication that cats use intentionally with people they like. In other words, she knows exactly what she's doing. She is sending you a quiet, deliberate signal of affection. If you want to return the gesture, try slow blinking back. Do it gently. Do it without staring. You might be surprised to find that she blinks back, creating a silent conversation of trust and love that requires no words at all. The belly reveal. Vulnerability without asking for touch. You walk into the room, and there she is, sprawled on her back, legs in the air, belly fully exposed. It's an indignified pose, completely vulnerable, and she holds it while looking at you with half-open eyes. Then she stays there. She doesn't necessarily want you to touch the belly. In fact, many cats will gently swat your hand if you try. So what's the point? The point is the act itself. A cat's belly is her most vulnerable area. All her vital organs are protected only by soft tissue. In the wild, a cat would never show her belly unless she felt completely and utterly safe. When your cat does this in your presence, she is communicating that her environment is so secure, her trust in you is so absolute, that she can afford to let her guard down entirely. This behavior is often misinterpreted as an invitation for belly rubs. For some cats, it is, but for many, it's not about the touch at all. It's about the act of showing you something she would never show an enemy or a stranger. She is saying, look how comfortable I am with you. Look how safe I feel. I trust you so completely that I will expose my most vulnerable self and simply rest. When she does this, acknowledge her. A soft word, a gentle gaze, or even just sitting nearby without reaching for her belly validates the gift she is giving you. She has shown you her softest self. Recognizing that without violating her boundaries tells her that her trust was well placed.